Hello everyone in YouTube land, Nintendo fanboy, Osman back here, as always. Alright, this is going to be my review on the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I saw it last night, and I was going to do my review, but I got kind of tired, and I was like, okay, I'll do it the next day, I swear. And I'm doing it now, so, yeah, the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I don't know how long this review is going to be, but, yeah. What can I say right off the bat here? It was okay. It was fine. Do I want to save my review score to the end or no? I'll wait for the end. It was okay. It's average. I'll rate it. I usually rate things with a 10 scale, I guess. I don't know. Some people do 5, whatever. I think 10 is good because it just seems official. It just seems more complete, anyway. I don't know. But anyways, the movie was okay. Obviously the big controversy was, was it last year? This movie was supposed to come out in November, I think, 2019, and it didn't because of Sonic's design. That was a big controversy. Really big controversy with his design, and they had to scramble and get the Sonic Mania guy, who was I think, yeah, I don't want to forget to put that in this video. Gotta give credit where credit is due. And just this whole movie, you gotta give credit where credit is due with the Sonic design, the redesign of Sonic. Obviously, I don't know if they wanted to respect the Sonic license, you know what I mean? The source material or whatever. This whole movie was just there, you know what I mean? It wasn't a disaster. It's nothing, whatever. You're gonna have fun with some scenes, but once you watch it once, you don't want to watch it again. I might watch it one more time when it comes out. Not in theaters, obviously. You don't want to do that. When it comes out on HBO or Netflix, Stars, whatever. Like when it comes out on some streaming service or whatever, movie channel, I'll watch it on demand or whatever. It's fine, but the Sonic design, like he looks great. He looks fine, you know what I mean? He looks really good. Obviously, the Sonic Mania guy knows Sonic from backwards and forwards. You know what I mean? They had to get him. I think that it was a kind of an emergency because they had to get this movie out sometime early in 2020. So, and now it came out yesterday, Valentine's Day. Weird time for that movie, but there you go. I don't know if when I went, there's a lot of little kids there and their families. So I don't know if they knew or if they know what Sonic is. I'm sure their parents do if they grew up with Sonic. But the little kids, I don't know if they know what the games are or whatever, because that's where Sonic came from, the games. But yeah, the movie itself, the story is the weakest part. Like, I don't know, call me dumb here, but there's some things that I think they just made up in the movie. I don't know. There's some made-up character in the beginning. There's some owl, bird character. Yeah, it was an owl, right? Who is that? Seriously. Like, no. And then he's traveling through the rings like a portal through the real world. Like he had to leave his world or something. It's a really dumb story, and this is not anywhere in the same league as Detective Pikachu when it comes to video game adaptation movies. Video game, whatever you want to call them, yeah, adaptations. No, like Detective Pikachu is way better. I know people are kind of shitting on the story for that, but that was way better. That had more going for it than this. This is kind of like, then he needs to go back to his world. Robotnik is looking for him and all that stuff. It's just like, why does this movie exist? I don't know. That's the big thing. Like, why does this movie exist? It doesn't do anything new. You know what I mean? It doesn't do anything new. It respects the license a little bit, not really, obviously, with the redesign. They didn't really know what they were doing. I mean, that was hideous, okay? But they got it right. My favorite part of the movie is towards the end, or way in the end. I'll get to that a little later. Actually, it's an after-credit scene, but okay. I think there's 2, so stay after. Don't leave if you haven't seen it yet. But yeah, the Sonic design is really good. The story's weak. Does he travel in the games? Does he travel through rings? Rings are his power. Like, that's what gives him his power, so he doesn't die. You know what I mean? Like, that's basically what it is. If he runs out of rings and he hits an enemy in the game, then if he has 0 rings, then and he dies, and you gotta, whatever, start over. But you get more rings, you get a 1-up guy, just like Mario and his coins, right? He gets 100 coins, he gets a 1-up. That's what it is. So, I don't know, does he do that in the games? Like, why am I even asking? I should know this. Like, it's just really weird. Yeah, he's like, it's a portal, but he's trying to get back, and he has his pouch full of rings and all that stuff. It's just a really weird story. Not a great story. Like, that's the weakest part of this whole movie. There's some fun scenes in the movie, but I never felt this. I wouldn't say bored, but like I said, there's a lot of little kids there. When I'm watching the movie, I felt like I was watching the Lego Movie in a way, with a lot of like immature. Just maybe because I'm older. I don't know. I mean, I like a lot of. I'm a huge Nintendo fan. I love all that stuff. I love kiddish type humor. But this was just. I didn't laugh once in this movie. I didn't laugh at all. The voice actor did a good job at Sonic. I'm not gonna lie. He did a good job. But yeah, the writing was just kind of weak. Seeing Sonic do the floss dance or whatever that is. What is that dance called? People call it the Fortnite dance. I don't know. I don't give a shit about Fortnite. But yeah, that's what they're calling it. And he did it a couple times in the movie, and I'm just like, oh, I groaned so loud. And it's not really loud, but there's some people sitting next to me, and I just went, oh, why? Yeah, he does it a couple times, and you're just like, geez, stop. It's so stupid. Just stop. It's so obnoxious. And that's the thing with this movie. There's a lot of obnoxious things in this movie. I felt like I was watching Alvin and the Chipmunks live-action movie, or Smurfs, like those bad ones. Those live-action hybrid, because it's a hybrid animation live-action movie. I just felt like I was watching that. Oh my god. But yeah, Jim Carrey is obviously a standout because he's Jim Carrey. I mean, he doesn't really play the same character in every movie, but this right here, it calls back to his other roles, like The Mask and all that stuff. It's his usual Jim Carrey zany self. You know what I mean? Just crazy, over the top stuff. But he doesn't look like Sonic. Towards the end, he does, in the after credit scene, he does. But yeah, he's just, his usual stuff. He's probably the best part, along with Sonic, I guess. The movie is very generic. Like, it's a very generic movie, especially when he enters the real world, the town that he's in. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a very generic world. Like, the beginning is really cool because it looks like his, like the game. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I guess I can say the score that I'm going to give. I'll give it a 6 just because. I was going to give it a 5, but I'll bump it up to a 6 because the Sonic design is on point. Because that's, like I said, you got to give credit where the credit is due with them redoing Sonic. Like, that was really cool that they did that. They respected the fans and they redid it. They redid the Sonic design. But my favorite part in the whole movie, there's a couple things, there's a couple things, very missed opportunities, that it's pretty obvious, that is Tails. Like, where the fuck is Tails in this movie? Why? And also, why isn't Sonic mentioning him at all? Why isn't Sonic mentioning Tails at all? It's just a very weird thing, because it's Sonic and Tails. It's like them making a Mario movie and not having Luigi in it, or Mario mentioning Luigi, or anything. Like, where the fuck is Tails? Well, Tails, spoiler, he's at the end. Like, he actually comes to the portal in the ring, and he's there. And he flies off. Like, they're obviously setting it up for a sequel if this movie makes a lot of money, so you'll see Tails in the next one. No Knuckles or no Shadow. So there's that. No other Sonic characters, just Sonic himself. And it's just kind of relying on him being the fanfare in the movie. Like, that's it. And then the rings, and then Robotnik and his robots. Like, that's it. The movie doesn't really have much for Sonic fans except that, and then the ending with the cool end credits. Like, there's not a lot here for fans to engage in. Like, Pokemon Detective Pikachu, like, you had the Pokemon, you had the lore, the callbacks to the movie and the anime. They said Mewtwo escaped from the Kanto region and all that stuff. Like, if you watch the Detective Pikachu movie, it calls back to a lot of stuff. It respects it. They do a lot of stuff here that I didn't like there's no battling. Battling is illegal. That's, that's stupid. Like, there should be battling, because that's what Pokemon is all about. But other than that, I love that movie. It feels like you're in that fucking world. Like, the beginning felt like you're in Pallet Town or something. It just looked like a town in the Pokemon, any region. And the Pokemon looked pretty good, like really good, except for a couple. But the Sonic movie just doesn't give fans anything. It has some stuff there, but it just feels like an Alvin and Chipmunks Smurfs where he's just fucking off and doing a bunch of stupid shit at a bar, and then this and then he's running off, and then it's just, the story is just weak. Like I said, it's not a disaster. It's not a disaster like I thought it was going to be. You can go see it and have some fun with it, take your kid, but it's just kind of weird. You know what I mean? It's just weird. Why does this movie exist? It's just strange. If they do a sequel, you have a lot to to improve on. A lot to improve on. The video game adaptation stuff is getting better. They're starting to realize that, oh, we gotta take this seriously, just like we do comic book movies and Marvel and all that stuff. So we really gotta take this seriously, and the source material, even though it's hard to put that on the screen, you know what I mean, like what you play, and then bring it to the movie form. It's just really weird. But I love that they brought back Tails. I love how they have Tails at least at the end. I was wondering why the hell, where's Tails? It's just a weird thing. But yeah, the story's weak. The special effects are really good, or kind of good. I shouldn't say really good, but okay. They're not like bad. I've seen some bad special effects in major movies, you know what I mean? But this was good. Trying to think here, anything else that I'm missing? What was the lead actor's name? I forgot his name. My God, I forgot. He was okay. He was, like I said, it's just very generic. Just very generic. And yeah, it felt like Alvin and Chipmunks. If you've seen those movies, I feel sorry for you if you have. I have seen them, not in theaters or all the way through. Like Cartoon Network used to play them. But yeah, if you've seen them, you know what I'm talking about. The Smurfs movies, they're just really bad. They're just dumb, and it's just like, oh God, this feels so stupid. Even though video game movies are getting better, I mean, that's not really much to say. That's not saying a lot, but I feel like this movie was kind of a movie that you would see in like the mid to late 90s. It just felt like that. It's not as bad as the Mario movie, obviously, from the early 90s, but it's still, it respects it. It's fine. It's okay. Like I said, I'll give it a 6. I'll give it a 6. I want to give it a 7 just because Tails is in it. It's just, I am a Tails fan. I love Tails, but at the same time, it's just the fact that you should have Tails in the movie so you can have two characters that kids can like, oh, I love Sonic better, or I love Tails better, or something like that, or have fucking Knuckles in it or something. Just have more stuff for the fans, because it's just Sonic and then that's it, and then Jim Carrey's Robotnik. It's just really weak. It's just really weak, you know. Was there even a soundtrack in the movie? I don't even remember. That's one thing that's forgettable. There's a lot of things that are forgettable about this movie. So, if you really like this movie, you must be the biggest Sonic fan ever, because this movie is not great, but it's not bad either. But it's not great. I'll give it a 6. So, but yeah, video game movies are getting better. I mean, we'll wait and see how the Mario movie is. That movie is all, I believe that movie is all CGI. And Miyamoto is involved heavily because he's, you know, they're obviously working with Universal Studios and the Super Nintendo World, theme parks and all that stuff. So that's it's like a big project. That and then the movie. So it's like they're working together in the Miyamoto. So it's going to be not just some cash grab type thing. It's going to be a celebration of Mario and whatever they plan on doing it. And it's all CGI. So it's not like this weird, awkward animation. I mean, I like live action and CGI. Marvel movies have it, but they do it really well. It looks like it's part of that world. But the Sonic movie and the Alvin and Chipmunks and Smurfs, like, it's just, and even Garfield, the Garfield movie. I love the Scooby-Doo movies. I kind of like those actually. But just these hybrid, it just feels weird in the silliness. You know what I mean? Just very too. I hate to say this, but it's too kiddish for me. I'm the one that's marrying a Mickey Mouse shirt, but, you know, I'm probably going to get called out on that. But, no, I mean, I love kid things, but this movie was just kind of like, yeah, too kiddish in a way. And it was just kind of doing a bunch of random things, so, yeah. But comment down below on what you think about it. I think this video is going on too long just for his Sonic the Hedgehog movie review. At that very end, I was like, yeah, I'll give this movie an extra point when I saw Tails. That was awesome. Obviously, the Sonic design, and that's about it. I mean, the story's weak. Like I said, the story's weak. The special effects are pretty good. They're good. So, yeah, the characters are forgettable. Especially the real ones, you know what I mean? You're just like, whatever, you know what I mean? But, yeah, pretty much it. So, comment down below on what you think about the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. And, did you see it? Do you care? And, yeah. So, yeah. Comment down below. Peace out. More random videos coming soon. Later. Bye.